Okay, let's get to it. This is the third in a row of solutions I'm showing to just sh to show that you don't need extensive libraries or plugins or anything to do basic stuff that is so useful, so widespread. It's everywhere, and it's also super easy to build by yourself. Honestly, it takes me less time to build these things than to search for quality library, to be fair. And it's just so, how do I put it? If you look for library first without trying a solution by yourself, then your website just will get clunky, it will get heavy, and you will definitely deal with issues down the line. And so this is the third issue we have. F just to recap, first was limiting clamping light, like 3 lines at a time with edit ellipse or edit some read more button or anything. It was actually, you can see it here. I am repurposing its code. This is it. That's all it takes. Uh, second was um, second was a carousel. Again, usually you take 100 kilo large library for extremely simple carousels. This one was not really larger than this is, and it was perfectly working for phones, touch, keyboard, mouse. Just it was great, and it's lightweight. The performance is amazing. It just works out the box, everything, and you don't need to do much. And this one, the third one, I'll be doing like the maximum height you have. If it exceeds this maximum height, then see more or show more button appears. And on clicking the button, obviously we want to open it all, and ideally to have it fully automated. And again, it will be, I think, I'm pretty sure, very easy to create. So let's get to it. As I mentioned, I am repurposing this line height or lines clamping script. Obviously, the HTML is also the same. And what I did to HTML beforehand, I set these data because I want it to be automated. I don't want it to be something completely like dependent on user, like not user, sorry, CSS designer. I don't want them to be like styling everything perfectly and thinking about it. Just set maximum height and we are done, right? Uh, so the script, what I wanted to do is to go and process everything. Obviously, I'm keeping this, which is something like you it it's intersection observer, right? So I want the lines to be or the content to be managed only when user gets to it. Again, you may have a website where you have 500 of these boxes or anything, probably not, but you know, there can be situations, and also the entire website doesn't do just this one thing, right? It does a lot of different processes. And so limiting what needs to be processed like at any given time usually it's on load, then it's always a good idea. It, but in this case, be mindful because it may cause issues like, if user scrolls down, the content can maybe jumping up and down because the height of the content is changing. So yeah, be careful about this processing, but like processing it later. But this is just what I'm about to do, and you can always just remove it, right? No issue there. But it's good to know that this is some sort of an approach. So let's get to it. I'll change name of this function, right? This is again just no. I'll remove this thing for now. Max height. How was it? Max height. And data set max height, right? And we need it as int, of course. Now now this thing, I'll completely strip this function. And the first step, I want to check if the content is even higher, taller than what is maximum. Because if it's not, then let's get out of this function and we are okay. So content height. It's client height. Client height, this is the important part. It's client height because you want to measure what is visible, not what is hidden or any other metric. You want to see the visible height. If, no, directly the opposite. If max height isn't to be applied, then let's get out of this function and the element is done. You may add, I won't be doing this right now, but you can add some sort of offset, because you may have like 10 rows and the 11th would be clamped, right? It would be hidden behind a button, but if user clicks the button, what they will see is only the last sentence or the last line. And so in these cases, you may really want to add some offset. Again, I won't be doing this right now because it'll be used in a real project, and there will be some edit with CSS, and the design isn't finalized. So maybe it'll come to it, maybe it won't. But just for now. Now, if it's about to be limited, then let's do very simply this thing. And it did nothing. Huh, right. I changed name of this script and it still did nothing. I have some issue. Yeah, obviously I have some issue. This is the risk if you, wow, right. So now I'm clamping this paragraph. And so basically what I want to do is, let's be more general and do, yeah. I was confused for a little bit. Um, yeah. Usually, what you want to do is you want to show that something is about to that something's hidden, right? And very often you do it by making the end of the visible section be like faded out. It's a quite a nice thing to do. So I'm about to do that. I'll do the thing which needs uh sorry, which needs to add class max height applied, right? And so what I'm gonna do is after like because the after thing have to be absolutely positioned. I don't see any other option. Uh, I put relative to the data max height to all of those where it's in the use because this class will come and go and I will want the after the effect to be animated later. I don't think I'll be doing it on this stream, but generally if you want it to look nice, then you want it to be animated. And for that, you need to keep this relative and the after uh, just active there. So uh, position absolute, like 0, right 0, bottom 0, and let's make it, what do you think, like 30px? This because I always forgot. To down, to bottom. Is it to bottom? Yeah. Um, what is, yeah, this is it. I want to fade it into the color of the background, so it looks just good, and it will go from 0 to hero. Okay. Now I should see this gradient. Nice. That looks really nice. See? It's coming together very quickly, actually. Nice. I like it. I like it. Okay. 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 Uh, I even want. Yeah, I'll need this because look. Let's set it right now. Right. After opacity 1, and we are set. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Uh, so this is step 1. Uh, this is the step 1. Now, uh, I want to add this read more button to each paragraph. Uh, you want to add it after. Just do after. Inner text, read more. And I like these functions. Yes, nice. Uh, I won't go into some styling details. This is more about JavaScript and to show how you can very quickly and easily actually do this by yourself. So look at this. Very simple. event handling. Hmm. No, let's deal with this later. And now, hmm, again, I want it to be animated. So simply removing this max height won't be good. It's not a good thing to do. Because if you remove this, the height will go to default. The max height will go to, or the height will simply go to auto. Max height will go to none, and you won't be able to animate it. And so in this case, uh, I will keep this property, but I'll set it to content height, which is the initial full height of that element. And with this, you will be able to get it animated, which is really great. And remove this. Now, and of course, remove the button. See, now if I'll open this, and that's it. You may point out, and I'm pretty sure my client will, that you want to be able to close this. I strongly disagree. If you do this function, then the content, the text, is usually larger. It's not like you display from 300 pixels from 100. It's usually you display 1,000 on phones specifically. On phones, you just display a lot, and the user scrolls, and now he closes it by with this button. And what happens? The entire content, the full thing that he sees suddenly just jumps, and the user is completely lost. I know he is not reading a text. He's 3-4 sections below the text. So no, you can hide the button. You can edit. You can give it a class and hide it. No, I remove it. I don't need this. I remove it. Uh, and that's just it. So I like this, but even though I don't want it to be like beautiful example, you can always add beauty later. I want this to, I want to show you how to animate this, right? And it will be actually very easy. It will be actually very easy. You know, I don't think I'll need this class. I actually don't. Uh, uh, no, I do. Sorry, I do this. I do need this class. But I also need to add a new one. Max height remove. And if I do this, then what is going to happen? Yeah, I need to add the transition height. And what do I get there? 300. That's my default response. And it's not height actually, it's max height. That's amazing. See, so the button is gone. The what it's called, this fade out is gone. It's still there. So yeah, you know what? Simply put pointer at this. Yeah, it's gone. The animation was very smooth, and you can now read the entire paragraph, right? And you can do this for everything, and that's awesome. And it was this simple piece of CSS and this simple piece Don't even count this thing. This is add-on. This is something you will use on larger projects because you don't want to process everything at once. Count this. I know it's not like amazing programming. There are this like clean code, and this shouldn't actually be used. It should be add events handler, add list, event listener. I don't care. This is simple, fast, no issues there. Why wouldn't you use this? And so, yeah, this is entire solution. Yet again, I'll put it on GitHub Gist to my storage, and you can use it at will. I'll be pasting it into our project, and it will be just like that. I actually just take this file, I put it into our project. Maybe I'll add some class to this button, and then just wherever it's needed, coder just this thing, and that's it, right? So yeah, this is it, and thanks for coming. Let's do something like this in the future.